From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Connecting here with DJ Shark. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now Lance. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, Lance. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Draws a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From the 6. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark, 88 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And Shark hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And
that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Lance going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
To try again after the sack. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. From the red zone now, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Lance now to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will. Shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Lance now on 1st down. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Waddle as time expires in the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
A give running right is Chubb, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many offense want to throw their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to palm that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run over center with Mitchell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Another run with Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Drake Jackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Watson now to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, Watson. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they take a knee. Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not every...